donned in plate mail from head to toe, with but a slit in the helmet to peer out from, a sturdy shield in one hand, and a long spear sharpened to perfection in the other. This is how one goes about killing dragons. The redoubtable Dragoon is a fearsome foe for these flying fiends, and have earned their reputation for fierce and powerful fighting prowess. Their polearm weapons provide extra range of attack, keeping enemies further at bay, while their heavy armor gives them the protection they need to be in the front lines. If the extra range from their weapons doesn't suffice, Dragoons offer the ability to jump across the battlefield to attack from great distances. Though a slower Dragoon may find themselves unable to accurately hit their target as they descend from the heavens. Hi, I'm Mikey from Tactics Live Tournament, and today I have another episode in the Job Focus series. The goal of these videos is to crack open the hood on each class, present technical information in a simplified way, and help you make better choices when raising your squad. In today's Job Focus, we're going to do a deep dive into the Dragoon class, looking at their equipment choices, how their abilities work, and touch on how to manage their stats. If you are building a roster looking for an agile, tanky bruiser that can give your team much needed long-range physical damage output while still protecting troops, then look to the skies for our dragon-slaying, spear-vaulting, flashy suit of armor-wearing friends as we get into a Dragoon Job Focus session. Dragoons are a force to be reckoned with, as your opponent will need to overcome their hefty health pool, shielded defenses, and powerful long-range physical damage. The jump skill grants the Dragoon the ability to attack targets up to 8 tiles away by leaping into the air and landing on their foe. The time spent in the air is dependent on the Dragoon's speed rating, so timing your jumps is crucial. The job also comes with notable abilities and very good class and growth stats, so taking your melee fighters down this path is highly advised. To unlock the Dragoon, you will need a level 2 Squire, a level 2 Archer, and a level 4 Thief. While the journey to reach the Dragoon is relatively quick, despite the long slog through the Thief grind, be prepared to get comfortable in the job, as you will want to work on the Dragoon abilities for a while. The sturdy offensive tank needs strong, durable armor to protect them on the battlefield, and extra punch when attacking enemies from a distance. Dragoon's weapon of choice, the polearm, has 2 unique benefits. Most obvious is the 2-panel length of striking, keeping the attacker safe from close combat counters. In addition, you may notice that polearms are lunging weapons, and so can hit targets 3 height, both up and down. What is less obvious is the increase in damage to your jumps with polearms equipped. We will see how this works when we look more closely at the jump damage formula, but know for now that you can expect a hefty increase in damage when you jump with a polearm in your hand. I would highly recommend shields to accompany your polearms to give your Dragoon extra endurance. Absorbing incoming damage to keep the rest of your squad safe will be how this unit derives a lot of value, and staying alive long enough to deliver brutal counterattacks will be icing on the cake. Dragoons can equip heavy armor and robes, neither of which will provide you with speed, the most essential stat a Dragoon can have. That said, for a tank, heavy armor will do just fine, and anything to boost your HP is welcome for both helms and body armor. Female Dragoons should consider hair adornments and perfumes for solid protection against debuffs and bestowing helpful buffs like haste, protect, and shell. For accessories, it can be a little bit of a toss-up between tankiness, power, or speed, and this is the place to go all in on one or balance out your deficiencies. For the uber tank, featherweave cloaks pair well with shields. Throwing a bracer on a Dragoon for extra damage is worth it, or Brigand's Glove for a little bit of speed that might bring you down just a bit faster on your jumps. The Dragoon's main ability set, Jump, looks pretty straightforward when you first open up the menu. You will see an increasing range for your jump by horizontal and vertical directions, with increasing job point costs. You have two routes to go here. Save up for horizontal and vertical jump 8 and get the full range all in one go, or you can learn in increments, gathering abilities as you're able to unlock them. I recommend the former, as a couple dedicated grind sessions with spillover job point accrual can really add up, and you'll be glad you ground out just what you needed for max jump range. Jump is speed dependent, and the time the Dragoon spends in the air is decreased with the higher the Dragoon's speed rating, though it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, and there are certain thresholds that need to be met that actually make a difference in your landing time. The formula for your jump landing time in clock ticks is defined as 50 divided by your speed, rounding down. That means a character with 10 speed will land from their jump in 5 clock ticks. This creates a threshold for the amount of ticks it will take to land and require higher and higher speed rating to reduce your time spent airborne. It will take 10 speed to land in 5 clock ticks, 13 speed to land in 4, 17 to land in 3 ticks, and 25 speed to land in 2. Knowing this, it will be up to you to decide how much you want to dedicate to improving your speed rating to get the timing you prefer. Also consider the speed of your target before setting up your jump, as slower units will take longer to fill their CT gauge and will not have the chance to move before your Dragoon lands. A final note on jump is the additional damage Polearms will inflict. The damage formula for jump is normally your physical attack multiplied by your weapon power. The polearm equipped, increase your physical attack stat by 50% before multiplying by your weapon power for a nice bonus to your damage. Moving on to the soul reaction ability Dragonheart, which will cast re-raise in your Dragoon after being targeted by a physical based attack. Note that the attack does not have to succeed to trigger the effect, but it does have to be physical, so no magic guns unfortunately. The Dragoon's only passive skill, Equip Polearms, can be a useful addition to other jobs that take advantage of speedy jumps, such as thieves and ninjas, and can benefit from the additional attack range. Lastly, we have the only movement skill, Ignore Height, at 700 job points and can be a worthwhile stopgap to fly for any units that need to scale walls or cliffs to reach their targets. As mentioned earlier, our Dragoon comes with a decent set of class and growth stats, so let's take a closer look. You get a standard 3 move, but a nice 4 jump, and a decent 15% class evasion rate. For a tanky character, we're looking great right off the bat. Onto the rest of our class stats, we get a great 120 to our HP, a penalty of 50 to our MP, 120 to our PA is great as well, then 50 to our MA, nothing to our speed. Even though the Dragoon job takes its roots from classes focused on speed, it's good to see we are filling the tank role well with these bonuses. For growth stats, we get an amazing HP growth, awful MP growth, excellent PA growth, standard MA and speed growth. These stats mean we will be filling out the unit's HP and PA that we missed out on from growing an Archer and Thief, and bring us on par with the Knights and Monks in our roster. If you already had leveled as these jobs, this will be a welcome compliment. Literally jumping from a nimble thief into a burly but flexible offensive tank can be a little jarring at first, but given a little time and dedication, you can pick up an amazing skill set as well as a durable and dangerous frontline warrior. Remember that you do not need to learn jump skills sequentially. If you're patient, you can jump straight to learning horizontal jump 8 and vertical jump 8 for maximum range. Your jump landing is determined by your speed and how many times it is divided into 50 rounding down. Be sure to compare your speed to your targets before committing, so you can be sure your jump will land. Polearms give you 1 extra tile length of attack and strike 3 height both up and down. Polearms also give you 50% bonus to your physical attack when used in combination with jump. Jump is a great choice as a secondary skill for speedy offensive units like thieves and ninjas, who can also benefit from the Dragoon's passive skill, Equip Polearms. Dragonheart is a great reaction skill for tanks when you can't get re-raise on equipment. It will only activate on physical-based attacks, but the attack itself does not have to be successful to trigger the Dragonheart effect. This concludes this episode of the Job Focus series with the Dragoon. This means we are now halfway complete with our in-depth look at each job found in War of the Lions, a journey I hope you have enjoyed watching. The ultimate goal of the Job Focus series is to arm you with the information you need to make the most of your single-player adventure or multiplayer competitiveness. Let me know what you think about today's episode in the comments, as well as what you would like to see next. If you found the information in today's video helpful, throwing out a like is very much appreciated. And if you haven't yet, subscribing is the best way to show your support for the channel. We recently passed 750 subscribers and are looking to hit 1,000 by the end of this year. By sharing this video or maybe another video like a live PvP match with one of your friends who has played War of the Lions, invigorating their love of the game, piquing their interest in multiplayer, you not only help the channel grow, but you also get the chance to play this amazing game with a friend. We have all the tutorials you'll need right here, and we have links to a community already enjoying the multiplayer experience through Tactics League, which you can find linked in the description. I look forward to seeing you there soon, and I also look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, this is Mikey from Tactics Live Tournament signing off, and be well everyone.